I can't believe I'm doing this. You've been encouraging me for like several years. Are you going to do it this year? Are you going to do it this year?
I have.
And I'm like, no. And I feel like I really learned my lesson last year. And what am I talking about even? I'm going to start seeds inside for the first time ever. I'm going to try anyway. So this is not how do you grow seeds, start your own seeds. But I'm going to share with you, I scored some equipment today. I have some equipment from a while ago. And I'm going to just share with you my grow setup. And we're going to learn together if it works or not.
And today our plan is kind of get it all set up, figure out what we have, make sure we have everything, get it ready. It's not time to plant just yet, right?
Well, I can definitely start my brassicas now. That's why I want to get it set up. So I can get my cabbage and my broccoli and Brussels sprouts and get those started.
So you have this greenhouse shelf thing? Is it shelf?
Yeah, I believe I bought that at TSC many years ago, thinking I could start seeds outside. And I tried it once and it was a disaster because I didn't know what I was doing. So
we took it down, we put it back in the box, it went up in the attic of the garage, and it's been there ever since.
Yep.
So we're gonna get this thing unboxed today, see if we can figure out how to put it back together.
Yes.
Find a good spot for it. We think maybe it's gonna go right here.
Right. I want it right here in the main room, so we're right off the kitchen, right when I come downstairs. Living room's there. I can't ignore this sucker. It's gonna be right here saying, pay attention to me. Have you watered me? Is everything okay? And that's the idea. So I asked Todd, do you want to help me set it up? It's funner when you do things together.
Yeah. I don't remember, but this seems like a lot of pieces.
Yes. I mean, it's just one of those cheap ones.
Right. Let's get everything out, figure out what we have, and then we'll see if we save the instructions.
No.
No? What's that paper?
It's just a 1-800.
Oh, so we can call or phone a friend?
Yeah.
Well, you can go by the picture, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I'm already beating you.
Fine by me.
I gave you your own. Look, he's already taking money.
Rachel's one of those.
Very competitive.
And what everything is and can be a competition whenever she feels like making it one.
Yes. So the only thing that I don't have, like professional seed starter, I don't have heat mats. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about is whether or not I'm going to be successful without heat mats. But I invested this year in grow lights. So that's kind of like the way I like to do it, is just invest small investments over time. So I had this from a couple years ago. This year I'll add heat light or the lamps, and then maybe next year get the heat mats.
Yeah, I think I actually have some already picked out on Amazon in one of my shopping lists.
Okay.
I don't remember how much they cost.
Cool. So definitely not trying to grow a ton here. I want to be able to start tomatoes, my cauliflower, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, possibly peppers. So I figured a tray of each, maybe 2 trays. No, because I got like a 72. I'll show you. Oh, that's good.
Oh, it has a door.
And it goes all the way to the floor. I didn't remember that. Yeah, nice. Now I need to take the things off the wall behind here because that's where I think I want to put it. It's right over a heat vent, so I'm hoping that the heat helps warm up the greenhouse and also keep some air circulating in there so I don't get too much humidity, which I know can lead to fungus.
It'll definitely dry it out. Our heat is dry. How do you think you want to do the lights? You could probably hang them from right
That's
here.
exactly what I wanted to do, yeah.
But then up at the top, we don't have anything to hang from.
Maybe we can get like a wire hanger and from the closet and like undo it and
Okay. Can we take this cover off for now until we get the lights done?
okay. So we had thought, Todd said, you know, we do have a whole spare bedroom upstairs. We could just put it up there. And I said, I know myself too well. If it's not in my face, I'm not going to do a good job. So I need it smack dab looking at me. So I found these Fairy Morris is the brand grow lights at Walmart in the garden center this morning. I was not shopping for that at all, but when I saw them, I'm like, I might as well do it. It's honestly, guys, it's seriously one of those intimidating things for me. I don't like not being good at something, and I feel like I'm not going to be good at this. So it's like I don't want to do anything, but how are you going to learn, right? So you guys always get to learn things with me here. But Todd put one up, so he thought he'd just show you how they go together. They're really easy. They're just T5 bulbs. They're not the ones that are, you know, the red and blue and purpley looking things. They're just the white T5 bulbs.
Yeah, but they seem okay. I mean, they're not like you turn it on and you get blinded by it, but they still are pretty considerable on the brightness factor. And what was it say? They're 65,000 Kelvin or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I saw it somewhere right there.
Did you?
Does it say on there?
6,400.
So yeah, 6,400 Kelvin, and they use 24 watts each. So that's good. So they don't really use a ton of power. Comes with a power cord with the little switch on it. And it kind of just plugs into the side. And they do have like the plugs into that end. And then the other end has a plug. So you could jumper one to the other, but it doesn't come with the cables to do that.
So I got 8 of those, and we're gonna do 2 per shelf, just so there's consistent light over one seed tray.
And we, oops, what did I just do? Oh no, I ripped my pants.
I think they were already tore.
Oh well, we did set up one just so that we didn't know if we wanted to use these little stands that it comes with, or if we wanted to either use like zip ties or little chains to hang them. And for now, we think the little stands are gonna work out. So we're continuing forward with that plan. If we decide their plants are doing too good and they're getting too tall, then we can move them up a little higher with some zip ties or something like that.
Yeah, I think another thing that I'm worried about is I know one of the problems when the light's not close enough when they're young is they can get really laggy because they're reaching too hard for the light.
Okay.
So that's something I'll watch for too.
So this will be our starting point, and then from here we can adjust as needed
Yep.
once we learn more. That's kind of how the little legs set up. We do have 1, 2, 6 more of these to go. So I think we'll get all these done and then we'll come back and see you in a couple of minutes. We're making some pretty good progress so far. It was a little bit of a challenge to find a way to power, so we need plugs for 8 devices. So we were able to use a plug strip, and then we have a bunch of like various things to add more space. And this doesn't really draw a lot of power, so other than the risk of mixing water and moisture in with electrical, there's really not a risk of overloading a circuit. These are only 24 watts each, so it's not a ton, not super high power. Once we get it all done, all ready, we're gonna add a Wemo plug. So we have probably 4 or 5 different Wemo plugs in our house, and it's just a little white box that you plug in and it connects to your Wi-Fi network, an app on your phone, and you can remotely turn things on off. You can also set a schedule to say, we want these lights to turn on every day for 8 hours or 16 hours or whatever, however many hours Rachel decides is how long they'll turn on. And then whether you're home, not home, sleeping, awake, it'll auto turn on and turn off for you. So we'll add that.
All right, let's.
It'll definitely get warm in there.
Yeah. Turn it on.
Yeah.
Woo! How fun! Neat.
Like it?
Yeah. Won't it be fun to see stuff growing in there? When I went to Dollar General looking for anything canning lid related wise, they didn't have that, but that's where I got a lot of this goodie. So they had the 72 cell seed starting tray. So it comes with the greenhouse dome, 72 cell trays, and the water reservoir. So that's gonna be a lot of seeds. And this, I needed this size. I have everything else. So I keep, for the last 2 years, I've kept every little plastic, you know, the bigger 4-inch to 6-inch pots. I've kept all of those. So this, I'll bring you guys down here and show you how well the lights will cover them after I get them all in here. But anyway, they were $5, guys. So not a bad deal. So I'm gonna get these set up, but let me show you what else I got. Okay, so I was inspired, honestly. I love inspiration. And that's the fun thing about having this YouTube community, because we get to inspire people over things that we know how to do, and other people still inspire us on things that they know how to do really well. I was watching Sarah and Kevin over at Living Traditions starting their starts in their brand new greenhouse, and she had one of these things, guys. They have them at Dollar General. It's this little, you just pump it and shh, and it's a little, like I can feel the aerosol in there after just pumping it. It's a little mister. Super cool. Can't wait to use that to start my little seeds. And then I have quite a bit of Jiffy seed starting mix in my potting shed, but I grabbed at the Dollar General, they had some for $3.50, so I grabbed 4 more bags. And then I grabbed this big tub because I do want to sterilize this really well. It should be sterilized already, but I'm gonna pour some hot boiling water over it tonight, let it sit before I start planting out in it. But if you have any tips at all, like, is this a bad mistake putting it over my heat register? I think it sounds good as long as I make sure it stays nice and watered. Sounds like a good idea to me, to keep it warm in there and some airflow. All right, let's turn it back on and see if you guys can see what it looks like. It's so fun. Yeah, good light coverage. Not very, maybe I'll put this back a little bit. Yeah. So I just wanted to make sure I had 2 lights that covered this. And I've got room here that if things start growing more, I can pull them out and pot them up. Now, of course, 72 cells is way more space as they grow and get potted up for this little greenhouse. So I've got ideas on what I think I'm gonna do once that time comes. And I've got 72 4 to 6 inch pots. So 72 times 4, right? Because of course I'm gonna get 100% germination. But I'm excited. I'm going to sterilize that soil tomorrow, and I'm going to be right back here with you tomorrow, and we're going to be planting up some, at least cauliflower, or not cauliflower, cabbage. Cabbage and Brussels sprouts, probably. Broccoli. Yeah, I'm excited. Thanks, Todd.
You're welcome. I love you.
Love you. Talk to you guys later. So cute.